Hello and welcome. I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training.
And I'm Deb Alcadinho with Business for Social Good.
Thank you, Deb. Welcome back to the wonderful Women Business Show. We're sorry for our late start time today. I'm having some technical difficulties with my technology.
It's been that kind
Good,
of day, sweetheart.
good times. Always fun when the technology is not cooperating. I'm thrilled to be here with you. This show is about shining the light on wonderful women, professional women, and their products, services, passions, and projects. And we've got some wonderful guests for you today. Very excited to introduce you to. And with that, did I already say my name and my business name? I'm out of sorts today, Deb.
Well, it's been when tech doesn't go your way, you're like, oh, you're all scrambled, right?
I will invite my wonderful co-host to introduce herself and do our territorial acknowledgement, please.
Thank you, Julie. And then you know what? I actually don't remember if you did. I think you did introduce yourself. So we'll come back to you. It's been that kind of day for me too, girlfriend. So hi everyone, Deb Alcadinho, Business for Social Good, and we work with women entrepreneurs globally to find purpose, create impact, and change the world using our business as a force for good. And yeah, woohoo! And we are joining you from Victoria, BC, which is also, we wanted to acknowledge the lands of the Wasanic, Coast Salish, Lekwungen, Songhees peoples, otherwise known as Victoria, BC. Thank you.
Perfect.
Julie, you know what? I don't know if you did. So please just tell us again. You certainly didn't tell us what you do if you gave us your name. So take it from the top.
I'm Julie Selby with Sandy Social Marketing Training, and I offer private social media training lessons, strategy advice, and I teach online courses and workshops. And I just recently had a Facebook and Instagram Reels workshop, which is great fun. I'm on a mission to get more positive voices online. And as Gary Vaynerchuk calls it, the TikTokification of social media. All the social platforms have copied TikTok's short form vertical video format. So my personal goal is to also get more of us wonderful women business owners doing these short form vertical videos, because whatever platform you use, even whether it be LinkedIn, YouTube has YouTube Shorts, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you use, you can use video. And it's a great way. It forces you to get concise with what you want to share one thing at a time, teach one thing at a time. And it's a nice bite-sized way for the audience to learn from you, be inspired by you, etc. And it will help. Not only can you serve the audience by sharing this video content, but you can increase the visibility for your business. So that's what I'm excited about at this particular moment. Thank you very much, Deb. And with that,
let's bring up our first guest.
Yes. Who's joining us first on stage, Deb? Deb organizes our guests. So who will we invite on stage first?
We are bringing up Kim Holl today. So Fantastic. Kim, come on up and welcome.
I've heard so much about you, Kim. It's wonderful to actually get to meet you.
Well, it's wonderful to be here. I watch your show all the time. When I'm not live with you, I'm watching reruns. So,
you're so kind.
Thank you. So I know this beautiful human, but I want to bring her to all of you. So Kim, please share with us who you are, this amazing company that you have, and what you do.
Thank you. Well, my name is Kim Holl, and I am a story catcher, creative activist, and founder of Stories Told on Film. I believe that stories give our life meaning, and everyone has a story to tell. I capture personal and organizational stories, but in a very unconventional way, one that is steeped in the art of witnessing, allowing you to experience the mystery and grace of walking into your own wisdom. So the camera almost becomes invisible. So in essence, I invite you to sit in front of my lens, unscripted and unrehearsed, creating a sacred space that allows you to find your story. Not necessarily the story you thought you would tell. You feel the sanctity of your own dwelling and emerge with a new way to see and be seen. And in the process, you transform the ordinary into the extraordinary.
Wow.
And I really believe that spoken from this hallowed place is super empowering and pulls you deeper into your own story while drawing the listener closer. So whether your film is for yourself or for another, it's a gift that lasts a lifetime and it becomes a touchstone. So, people can have a film for a variety of reasons, but to get people imagining, I kind of, showcase 3 genres. And one is the legacy making.
Right.
So catching wisdom or ancestral stories, your film becomes a legacy that can be etched into the hearts of those whom you love. It might be for a tribute for someone or a celebration or even part of your estate planning.
Right.
And then we've got the inner expedition, which is something that I absolutely love. And these are soul stories. So for those who find themselves in the doldrums or at the crossroads of your life, it's an opportunity for deep inquiry. So you just arrive, and I take you on this process of entering your inner landscape. And we might film for an hour, hour and a half. You arrive with questions and you leave with your own answers that have emerged in the process.
Gosh, so powerful.
Wow.
And the third one is I also offer catch stories from professionals and nonprofits to share their backstory and highlight their social impact.
Wow.
So Kim and I are kindred spirits on the social impact sphere.
Yes, indeed.
You actually went through our Social Good Academy. Gosh, it seems like forever ago. So share with us your social impact piece.
Yes.
Oh, can I just pipe in real quick? I want to give a shout out to Kim Abry, who's watching the broadcast live. Hello, Kim. Thank you for watching. And she's asking, she's giving some feedback to Kim, our guest Kim, and she's saying, "That's amazing, Kim." And she said, "Does Kim offer this virtually?"
Yes, I do. In fact, I film people all over the world. And so, the advent of COVID, I did that great COVID pivot, and I found myself filming people over Zoom. I always try and make sure they have a high quality camera and computer. I record directly to my desktop so I get a better quality, but there are films on my website where I actually have filmed over Zoom, and it can be remarkable.
Well, I'd never know that, Kim. Like looking at the ones on your website, I'd never know that they were filmed on Zoom. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Super cool. Anyway, please go on. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I just wanted to give that shout out to Kim.
Yes, no, that's a really good point. My social impact project, I've spent my life chasing social impact ideas. And I was one of the first cohort for Business for Social Good with Deb. And what an extraordinary program. It was life affirming. It was extraordinary. And to be in the company of like-minded women on a journey to make a difference, it was incredible. So my social impact is a percentage of all of my client films go towards producing another film that shines a light on social and environmental issues. So awakening empathy, mindful activism, and our collective longing to belong through the power of story. And I focus on social justice and environmental stewardship.
That's
Stories
awesome.
that need to be told, it's so powerful. I want to paint a picture for our guests. Kim talked about the camera becomes invisible, and this journey that she takes her clients on during the filming. And so just to paint a picture, all your films are shot in black and white. Well, actually, not all of them, because the ancestral story of the Indigenous fellow is in color.
Right. So sometimes nonprofits, a story in black and white doesn't fit their website.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The personal stories, the personal films are
stories are black and white.
Black and white, and it's just it's so captivating. It's so powerful to watch someone speak with nothing else around, just the person, the quiet contemplation, their voice, it's magical. It's magical to watch. I find every time I watch a film, I'm just like, so kudos for a job incredibly well done and stories told so beautifully. I just
So
applaud.
for those watching or watching the replay, we will be sharing all of Kim's links so that you can check out whatever story she has publicly available and her website, all of her information. And I just want to say, it sounds to me, Kim, like I want to get back briefly to, it is, I'm sure, as Deb says, it's magical to watch the speaker, but it's you as that kind of bouncing that energy, holding that space for them and kind of bouncing that energy that allows them
Yes,
be in that safe contemplative space to be able to, you're bringing the magic out of them.
yes, and it sometimes takes a while to get there. So some people I have arriving, and we might spend 2 or 3 hours together before we start filming because they need that time to settle. And then we do a kind of a grounded meditation, and then there's a long spell of silence before they even utter a word. And I'm really cognizant of where the words are coming from. Are they coming? Are they being spoken? Or are they coming from the mind or from the heart and body and soul? And when they make that transition, it's deafening. You can see it on the camera, and it's a completely different, it's a different language. And
you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
May I have your permission to borrow that for my teaching in terms of encouraging people to do their videos on social media? Are you speaking from the head? Or are you speaking from your heart?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might need my tissue.
Powerful. Oh my
Beautiful.
gosh.
Very powerful.
So stories told on film.ca. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us today, sharing your light with us, letting us learn more about you and about your projects and your work. Thank you so much, Kim.
Absolutely, an absolute pleasure to meet you virtually at least, and very much look forward to getting to know you better. And we'll be sharing all your contact information so folks can reach out and connect with you directly.
Thank you very much.
And I just want to say, Kim, before you head backstage or leave us, if that's your choice, because we'll bring Bonnie on stage here in a moment, is you're welcome to come back at any time.
Please do.
Yes. So if you're working on a particular client film, like maybe you're doing one for a nonprofit and you're like, ooh, I would really love to share about this organization and what they're doing in this story that I'm telling. I think that would be really powerful for our viewers as well. So I'm just putting the bug in your ear. You're welcome back anytime.
That would be wonderful. I'm working on 4 completely different film projects right now, and they're all huge. And I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm going through it.
Wow, wow.
International stuff, I remember, right? You're working on some things around the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd love to come back and share some more stories.
Very, very cool. And would you need to move on with your day, Kim, or would you like to stay with us while we bring our next guest
I'm going to go backstage because I'm expecting my granddaughter any minute.
Of course. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful rest of your day. And with that, we are going to go ahead and bring Bonnie on stage. Bonnie is a friend of the show and recurring guest, and we are just absolutely thrilled to have you back, Bonnie. Welcome back.
Hi, I'm so excited to see you, ladies.
Yay!
We want to hear about what's going on for you now. May I ask you to go ahead and just introduce yourself and your business, just because there may be some new folks that are not familiar with you yet.
Yes, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Bonnie Chomica. I live on Vancouver Island. Most people watching this probably know where that is. In my networking world, a lot of people don't. But I'm a marketing partner for my clients. I work with them to showcase their expertise by getting in front of more people more often and in more ways so they can get visibility and exposure. It's such a busy world out there. You have to be consistently putting yourself out there.
It's true.
So I offer that in 2 ways. One, either done with you services as a marketing coach. So if it's you want to do your own marketing, but I can help you along that journey. Or in many cases, I offer done for you services. So I do the content or copywriting or the actual technical piece of putting things up on the web. So that's sort of me in a nutshell.
So tell us
Awesome.
a little bit more about the services that you offer. You just kind of glazed over that. So give us some examples of some of the work that you do with clients.
Sure. So the done with you piece for coaching, a lot of people know that they need that visibility,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to go about it in a consistent way. So people might put out a blog post here, or I might send an email, or, oh, I should post on Facebook today. Like, they're not organized. There's no structure. They don't have a plan or a process. So really, they're remaining invisible. The tech algorithms aren't going to pick them up. People are busy. They're not going to be in the scroll, right? So we work one-on-one or it depends where the client is. Some people are new to it. Some people have been doing their marketing for 3 or 4 years, and they're just not getting any traction. So we see where they're at. We look at their target audience. I mean, that's where you have to start. What are those people's challenges? And then you start pulling out what kinds of topics you could use for your content. Like, how are you trying to serve them? What kind of answers to their questions or solutions to their problems are you trying to present so that they get to know, like, and trust you?
So you help them create a content plan, which is very important.
It's a content plan. Also, a big part of what I do is giving them feedback on what they're actually creating, particularly on the writing side. So some people don't like writing. I get that, but I help them pull ways together that makes it easier for them to do that. I mean, everything you do in marketing is writing, whether it's a text or a post or an email, so you need to grasp some of that. And on the, say, a video side, I certainly can't give feedback on a video after the fact, but I can help you with your script and organizing things. And, sometimes there's tech pieces or how they all fit. How do you promote all that content, or where do you put it? So there's lots of little bits and pieces that pull that puzzle together, but that's a one-on-one coaching situation. And that could be for 6 months or longer, or sometimes it could be just for one project. Let's have three calls and push you through this so that you can be out there on your own and get something accomplished. So that's the coaching side of things.
And I think that's enormously helpful to people too, because they're not sure, like they are, like you just said, they putting out content. Even if they're managed to do it consistently, they may not be getting traction. And so it does help to have a content expert, be able to look at your marketing expert, content expert, be able to look at what you're doing and give feedback about how you could maybe, shift a little bit what you're doing. And Kim again is on the comment. She says, full transparency, Kim and I work together. She says, my content plan is still a work in progress. That's okay. Just get it started and get putting content out on social and check your analytics and see what people are responding to, right?
That's right. At least you have a content plan in your head, right? That you need to do that. And it's an ongoing thing. My content plan is sometimes very planned out, and sometimes, I've got some gaps in here. And it just depends on what's going on in your life, in your role. Like, I do lots of speaking and I'm involved in lots of things. So that feeds my content plan. So, that's helpful when you're doing things like that.
Yeah. Or another thing, Bon, I know you have put out that you help with as well in the past. Hopefully you're still doing this, is that welcome email sequence. So for a lot of people, they have set up email marketing, but they have no idea what to put, either whether they're doing just one welcome email when people sign up for their email newsletter, or whether they want to get a little more, take it a step further and set up a series of welcome emails that could potentially provide some, resources based on their knowledge, help people get closer to that know, like, and trust. So that's something. Do you still help with that?
I do. So that's part of the writing side, the done for you side of my business. So I think you both know email is a big passion for me, and that is such an important part of the customer journey, is that email nurture series, whether it is just someone signing up for, say, a newsletter on your website, or if you have a lead magnet, a freebie or download or something, it's an opportunity for them to experience you and to learn about you. You mentioned know, like, and trust factor, and you can just kind of lead them into your community. It's a nurture series, and that's the word right there, nurturing them, not just kind of leaving them hanging. Okay, I got this free thing, now what? Right?
Now
It's
what?
like, okay, well, welcome. And I'm here to serve and help you. So that's it. I do. So I offer like a three pack, 3 emails, and you can get more than that. But I do a lot of website writing. Any website designers out there know that a website project usually stalls because they're waiting for content from the client.
That is so classic, isn't it?
So true.
The web deser's doing it, and they're like, no. So I fill in that gap. I interview people. I interview the client and find out what it is they're selling, but also their passions and interests and why they're doing it, and what does that customer journey look like, and that all gets incorporated into that website content. So emails. What else have I been doing? Blog posts. I'll write blog posts for people.
Awesome.
So it just depends. Some people will take both coaching and writings. Like a coaching client might have something on the go. I don't know, maybe they're doing a workshop. They're doing their first workshop or something, and they don't know all of the communication bits that need to go with that. So I could add that to their package. Or some people just want to hand things off to somebody's, I need to have this done. So it
For
just
sure.
depends for the person.
What about, I'll have 2 questions. I have a question, and Kim has a question as well. Kim's asking about being disciplined and finding the time to create content consistently is a challenge. So we can maybe address that. And I was also curious, do you help people create a lead magnet? So that is the gift that you can give to encourage people to join your newsletter community, your email interest list. So that could be a PDF resource, or that might be an audio, or whatever that might be. So yeah, those are two more questions for you.
Sure. Let's address Kim first. So discipline, that's your personal situation. I can keep you as a coach. I can help keep you accountable. So, so that's a benefit. It's more about having a plan and goals first, and then a plan. It's like, where do you want to be? What do you want? What's the intent of the content that you're creating? Is it to educate? Is it to entertain? Are you trying to lead people to a free call? Do you want them to register for an event? Is it just about brand awareness to get to know you? So it's part of the plan. It's like you need to create your own process so that the planning helps you with that time factor. It's being organized mostly.
And you help them with that process. It's not like they have to create the process. You would help them create the process.
I can help them create the process. It's like everyone has a different educational style. So my process may not work exactly for someone else, but I've certainly been around lots of different people and corporate to know, give them suggestions of what might work for their particular personality or style or lifestyle, whatever that might be.
Awesome.
And then your other point, Julie, about a lead magnet, it would depend on how extensive it was. Certainly I can give direction for like an audio or video series. Let's organize what that's going to look like, the content, not exactly a full script maybe, but certainly checklists and reports and guides, all of those types of things that, for the most part you can create in Canva for free. So again, it's a lot of that. I can do that for people or coach them on how to do that.
What about writing about sections or bios for social media profiles? Is that something you offer as well?
I could offer that. I haven't specifically. I do a lot of website about pages. I've written a ton of profiles about people that they've ended up using on their social platforms, more likely LinkedIn because there's more space to do that. But certainly to help them make it consistent across their platforms and just pulling out those, important, impactful words in a succinct way. I think people struggle with that, how to make it shorter.
Yeah, it's our own stuff, right? We all struggle with our own stuff
Yeah.
because we're way too close to it. So it's having that.
Hard to see the picture when you're in the frame. I think that's whether it be a business coach or a life coach or whatever kind of coach you want, a career coach, whatever type of writing coach, marketing coach. I think it is nice to have an outside perspective because, like Deb, Deb and I have talked about this when we're so close up to what you're working on.
Yeah.
It is nice to have that other perspective,
Yeah.
fresh eyes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mention that because at this time of year, people have, they've come out of January and have big plans, and now it's springtime. It's like, oh, I don't know if my business is doing what it's supposed to be doing. And spring is all about, growth and nurturing and things like that. And so this unbiased opinion, I offer something I call marketing checkup. And it's exactly that. I look at everything you're doing in your marketing, your website, the structure, the graphics, the content, the flow. I look at your emails. I look at your social activity, and
Kind of
then
like a bit of an audit or a review.
It's an audit, and it's my unbiased opinion. It's my second set of eyes, because, like you said, when you're in it, you don't see things. So it's a quick phone call or Zoom call, so I get to know what you have and I can get your assets, and then I go away and do all the work, and then I provide you with about a 1-hour video pointing out what's good, where's the gaps, here's some recommendations on where you should go. So
super valuable.
Sounds awesome.
I'll send you that link for the show notes.
Yeah, and as usual, we'll be sharing all of Bonnie's contact information and her links to get in touch with her as well. So if you are enjoying hearing from Bonnie today, then you can absolutely get in touch directly and hire her for a spring cleaning marketing audit.
Excellent.
Totally awesome. Lovely. Thank you, Bonnie. So good to have you back.
Yeah.
So good to hear what you're up to.
Any final thoughts, Bonnie, or anything you want to share with us before we wrap up?
Oh, I just, make that commitment to being visible. It's getting harder and harder. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you need to commit to the process and develop that plan. And
create videos on your smartphone, friends.
You can create videos on your smartphone.
Yes. Between these two dynamo ladies,
I sound like a broken record. I'm sorry.
They'll both help figure out how to do it.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you back, and I'm sure Deb would agree with me. You are most welcome to join us again anytime, Bonnie. We love having you on the show, hear about what you're up to.
Thanks so much, ladies.
So next time, share a cool project that you're working on if you can, something that's really piqued your interest, something new that you're learning. So yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Bonnie is a global networker, so we should say Bonnie serves globally. So you work with clients all over the world. Just want to make sure I'm getting that right.
Yeah, English speaking.
English speaking all over the globe. Of course. Well, thank you again. And with that, will I actually remember to turn? Oh no!
Play the music or turn on the banner.
I'm having a day.
It doesn't matter.
Is the music going to cooperate? I don't know if it's playing or not.
Yep,
I can hear it.
It is. Yeah.
There we go. And so thank you very much for watching. Thanks for putting up with me and my technical difficulties today. This has been the Wonderful Women Business Networking Show. We meet on the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month from 4:30 till 5 p.m. Pacific time. Our next show is May 11th. So please mark the date on your calendar. Join us live, and we're always looking for guests. So if you're a wonderful professional woman-owned business, we would love to feature you on our show in the future. Come get comfortable being on live video camera and help get the word out about your business. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.